It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Saints on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Olave holds it in.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. The Cowboys at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover in the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is brought in at the 21.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And some space here.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chart.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive holds him going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Brought down at the 20.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside give to Elliott.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Prescott on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 5 500 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kyler Murray, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
From 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A lot of ground. Obviously a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, Kamara runs over it and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear.
you better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, Prescott here to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Prescott yet again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking left side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers.